Hello and welcome back to our military campaign with Frederick Obalik. We have just wiped out Xerxes and the Mauryans, taking over their capital city, Eugenie, and also burning down some nation to the north here as well. We've fought a couple other independent groups, but for the most part, we've kind of decided to lock down this northern continent, and it's going pretty well. I am going to likely wage a mini war on Champa down here just to kick them off the island and give us some free experience. I want to try to get a settlement right over here because there is 3 triple resource locations and the Grand Canyon. So there is lots of very, very, very good science we could produce. We could have a super science specialized city. Try saying that 3 times fast. If we do it right, as long as nobody else beats us to the settlement. We are over the cap, though, which does mean we are facing some nasty unhappiness. And I don't love that. Oh! Did I get a free army commander for taking over this settlement? Did you just get a free army commander for taking over a capital? My goodness, I'm making another army commander over here. I'm going to have 4 army commanders. This is out of control. This is outrageous. This is my best army here. This is an army of 4 immortals. Who's going to move down and help. I guess for now, this guy can probably just park his butt in this city. He's going to be needed to defend it. I also have an immortal in this city. My God. And there's another immortal here. Let's have you just sit and wait for that army commander because there's nothing else I can really do with you.
He was the first to construct a wall.
We got walls unlocked. Siege equipment makes a very obvious choice for us. Raga is brimming with discontent. -3. I really don't understand why. -10 deductions. They have got to put in better information for this. It is actually my biggest complaint about the game right now. Guy's got a bunch of his reinforcements showing up. Smarkand we have unlocked, giving us the Emporium if we have at least 1 resource assigned to them. +2 gold, +2 golden cities. 5% gold for every city-state we're suzerain of, or gemstones. Lapis lazuli produce 4 production and 5 gold in the capital. I'm actually going to take gemstones because 4 production in the capital is really what I want, what I really, really want. This guy's picked up all the immortals. So let's just start moving you down. You're going to stay there and heal for a bit longer. Hashfoot is back to being neutral with me. I'm having an issue where I would like to probably purchase a settler to settle the Grand Canyon over here. But I also need to start upgrading things to towns, or like to cities. So I think Sparta I probably want as a city. Mostly because of the mountain range. guy's ready to boogie. So let's also move you down then. And we'll start moving everybody else as well. When you settle settlements, do you know right away if it's going to be a town or a city? I like to, mentally now I'm starting to put pins down for things. So knowing things like, I mean, I actually settled this settlement just for this iron. I didn't know that this stuff was up here. But I would look at this and I would say like, oh, okay, I'm going for science and military. So the two things that I need are adjacent resource bonuses. So anytime two resources are adjacent to each other is really, really good for me. If there are three, it's even better. But those are very rare. This is a location that would be good for it. And it's really only an extra +1. So, you know, things like putting a settlement here, I get access to the Grand Canyon, +2 science on flat terrain in this settlement. I then also have a double resource here, here, and here. So I can stack multiple science buildings or 2 sets of science buildings and a military building. On top of that, all that flat desert will also give science. So there's a lot of very, very nice bonuses for me here. There is also a mountain. So if, for example, I was to put a happiness building here to scale off the mountain, I could also put a wonder here and here so that this would get the wonder adjacency, this would get the wonder adjacency, and this would get a double wonder adjacency. So all 3 of these quarters would be getting basically +3 from all of them. So this I'm saying like, okay, that's really, really, really good for a city. That's exceptional for a city. This I'd be inclined to make a city just because it's a capital, but I'm actually realizing like the resources are really bad. It's got a lot of nice rivers, and it does have a terracotta army. That might be why I got a free army commander. But I'm also getting an extra 25% army experience now. Library, barracks, altar, vihara. Yeah, I don't actually know. I think I might leave this as a town. You're going to move forward and get shot. Harriet Tubman just declared war on Hashfoot. +3 gold for every town would be really nice for us. It's an extra like 12 gold. Adjacency is only a +1 now, but with specialists later, it's worth much more. Yes, yeah. Machu Picchu on the mountain south of Palipatura will give crazy science spot next to the dates. Do you place Machu Picchu on a mountain? That would be really nice. This is an excellent, excellent city location. Like, there's no question about it that I'm going for that. Happiness for adjacent quarters and +1 settlement limits. I better take that. I have one of those? No, I have a step pyramid. Does not remove warehouse bonuses. I don't want to put it there. Builds over the step pyramid. I could build that on that farm. Adjacency to quarters, though. Just got to make sure that I am understanding the difference between a quarter and a district. A quarter is formed when 2 non-wall buildings are in the same age. 2 Civ unique buildings or a full tile building occupies a tile. All walled quarters must be captured for the settlement to be secured. Has to be from the same age. +1 gold and +1 production on minor and navigatable river tiles in this settlement. Must be placed on desert and adjacent to a navigatable river. How many turns? 8? Grant a library or a garden. The step pyramid is giving happiness for adjacent river tiles, which is like quite good where it is. Pyramids here is actually a pretty strong choice for me. Let's go there. We'll see if we can get it. Machu Picchu goes on a mountain and looks pretty cool too. Yeah. Extra gold and culture adjacency to all buildings next to it. Extra resource capacity too. All that on a useless mountain tile. My favorite wonder. I mean, you're certainly selling it to me right now. Overrun. Destroy a weaker unit without needing to deploy stacked units. Dude, I had no idea that was an ability commanders could do. Did I get experience for it? I don't think I did. Those soldiers' bodies lie in rows before the enemy. Those that stand do so with fearsome courage. The cry shakes the land. Reckless ability. +3 combat strength when attacking. -2 combat strength when defending on all units. Is that a permanent buff? Another army commander over here. Uh-oh. Getting wailed on. If you attack them, and then you attack them. Can't quite move in for you, can I? All right, I'm not going to attack with you then, because I... Well, actually, here's a question, because we said that this was a bug. Whether or not I'll get experience for this. Let's look. Yeah, so you do. You only get experience for the inner ring. Which is for sure a little disappointing. I feel like maybe I'm going to move him down to Rega. She's getting angry at me again. Sinshista Village. All right, we'll wipe them out. No problem. I'm happy to do this. Delicious free experience for me. So nice. Great civilizations of the world have risen, and in their rise, others too ascend. Once metalworking, agriculture, and the growth of cities were limited to the points of landscape. Now they are commonplace in all but the most remote corners of the world. Those once thought barbarians now lay equal claim to the mantle of civilization, and the learning of city centers extends far beyond the boundaries of the known world. Why are you ascendant and we are not? New hostile independent powers are arriving. Dude, we literally got the best crisis I could possibly imagine us getting. Our crisis is we get to fight more? Are you serious? This is incredible. Truly, this run is blessed. -10 gold for each city-state we're suzerain on. 100% gold to maintain military units. -6 combat strength against independent powers. That's -30 gold. How much do you think that is? I'm at 64 right now. 34. Okay, so that's a pretty easy choice then. How come that was the same number no matter what I plugged in? 1, 2, 3, right? $240 to incorporate them. Right? If you insist. Oh, I suppose I could go to war against more city-states. Why not? Thank you for the free culture for dispersing. Someone might show up here. I don't know. Maybe I'll just sit back in that barracks if that's the case. I was saying I want Sparta to become a city. It's only at 6, though. How much for a settler? I really don't want to miss this opportunity. So I'm going to move a settler down here. And let us see what kind of trouble we can get up to. The blood flows brilliantly. Did we Borg their culture? Basically, yeah. Just fully assimilating, slurping them up. We do love a good slurp. Ooh, I've been known to slurp from time to time. Little extra XP on you. I just have to keep an eye for independent factions. And that's not really an issue. Slurp, 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 slurp. Low-key kind of looks like I can only go in one here at a time, but that's fine. We have more than enough troops to handle it. Hopefully my settler can get down here before anything terrible happens. 4 turns on that pyramid. All your culture belongs to us. Something like that for sure. Though ironic where we're not really doing a culture play at all right now. Let's make sure nobody tries to sneak in up this way. Don't want any surprise boats landed on my shore. My quest to train a siege unit now can happen. Unlock unit flanking sounds probably like something we want. He says absolutely just like face tanking the settlement. One, two, three. Right here? 1, 2, 3. This is where we want to be, yeah. I mean, the funny thing is I could pivot out of military because we have such an incredible landmass here to control. But Mongols get bonuses for attacking the same continent. Ironically enough, this is entirely my continent is here, their continent is down here. So we are just controlling a full continent at the moment. You'll wipe them out. That also gives you a heal. That also gives you a promotion. I mean, I guess I'm going to also build you offensively.
Better to live in a rugged land and rule.
Nice. Let's get rid of Kara and put back on combat strength for independent powers, since independent powers are clearly going to be what's attacking us right now. In the smoldering ruins of a conquered village, the army meets a mysterious figure in an ivory mask who offers them a stack of brass tablets without a word. The tablets are covered in spirals of an unknown language, condensing towards a meaningless scrawl at the center. Brass plates, but -1 happiness on barracks, a codex. I think we already have... Oh no, we do have room for more codexes. All right, I'll take that. We only have 1 barracks right now, so... That gives me progress towards the Great Library. Construct any wonder. Construct 2 wonders. Construct 4 wonders. Feels like I should have this by now. I would like to get +3 combat strength for units in enemy territories. Even if it's going to take us all game to unlock it. Just because we keep that throughout all the other ages. Return the slab. Here we go.
Soldiers, from the summit of these
Pyramids.
40 centuries of history look down upon you.
We're getting a very strong start. I think. It feels like it. Sparkle. I'm slowly getting a screenshot of every single wonder in the game. Here you go. You can wipe those dweebs out. You guys can join in. You guys can join in. You can move down here. Show. Capitale. So villas get happiness for mountainous terrain, and monuments also get culture for mountainous terrain. I was going to build a villa up here, but I'm actually realizing I don't have the urban districts. The urban districts need to snake all the way around to get to it. They also get happiness for adjacent wonders, so putting one down here is not bad for me. Paradisa, I don't probably want. Happiness is not a huge issue I'm having right now. Why don't we just build some walls so that my settlements at least have walls? I'm going to upgrade you to an immortal. Samesies. You're almost down here. To make pyramids with marble outside and actually smooth? Yeah, they've even got the sparkly top. That's one like famous thing with the pyramids that we don't get to see so much is the sparkly top. I'm a big fan of it. I guess let's get the villa. I'll leave space here for another wonder. Because it could scale off the barracks. So I think that could work. Schlorp and Bork. We're going to go there. 78%. We are cruising through this age. Harriet Tubman made peace down here. I guess took that city from them, but swapped Saba. Everybody else is invaded by these evil powers except me. Oh my god, can you not build a settlement here because these guys just spawned? You totally cannot. That is hilarious. I will waste no time killing this archer. I always screw up the assemble and unassemble icons, and I just assembled a settler into my army. 20% protection towards training units, 20% gold towards purchasing units is I'm always a big fan of that. This guy's capital is here. 1, 2, 3. But I think I want that for this city. That being said, I can't get the dates here, right? 1, 2, 3. No, so taking this would be a good spot. Then I get access to those dates, and I could build maybe a science building here. I mean, I guess there's not really any point in converting any of my cities, towns into cities at this point. I should build a ballista. Oh, that's cool. If your general is here, it automatically goes into his army. You can start moving up. What the hell? That was crazy. Archer, you're going to go here. Immortal, you're going to go... Oh my god. You can't shoot it. I gotta take this place out. They even have an army commander. All right, it's dispersed. In the spaces between and the distant points of the map, the steady growth of prosperity and population intensifies, even as great civilizations of the world expand. Land once thought wasteland turns to pasture, and expanding families means more second and third children eager to make a name for themselves. Ambition grows in the eyes of the steppe and the mountain. The forests and the deserts turn hungrily towards the great cities. So this just means that a massive army spawned here and here and here, which is really promising for me, because it means all of those guys are going to get beat up a bunch. I want this iron, so we're just going to grow straight towards it. -5 gold for each imported resource. I'm not importing any resources. Also, none of my towns have specializations, because I'm a noob. And I just want all my towns to grow right now. You're going to form another fantastic little town here. Improve those horses. Horses. 240. I am really struggling on influence, and I don't think I'm going to be able to absorb these guys in time. Which got me a little bit concerned, but not terribly. Hopefully IKEA's assemble and unassemble icons don't cause you too much trouble. I mean, honestly, they do. I've never been good with IKEA furniture. Ouchies. I really wish you could just deploy into the tile you're trying to deploy to without it being a whole thingamajig. All those immortals get to heal from killing people, so... Thank you, Tubman, for the extra influence. I needed that. This settlement's in danger. Kind of. So that's promising. One hell of a nightmare if 1/7 of your frontline are camp followers. Definitely not what you want going on. I have a great coordinated attack here, so let's just do this. Kill them. Keep moving up. Get slorped, get glorped. I'm legitimately thinking about just making more army commanders. And my thought being is every army commander I have will transfer over into the next realm. Like the next, the next realm, the next age. So sorry, the Paradises get bonuses to happiness from adjacent quarters. +1 culture, +1 gold. Clay pits, mines, and quarries. I have a mine here, but that's it. I'm trying to think about, like, how do I get up to this location to build a villa? And I could just, like, daisy chain a bunch of things like saw pits, brickyards. Camps and woodcutters, like, they all have value to me. The only thing is like, if I'm going to build wonders anywhere. Which I don't really think... 2, 3... This is actually a decent location for the double resource. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Camps, warehouses, and woodcutters. I might have a couple of woodcutters up here eventually as well. Saying if I build a wonder, I'd probably build a wonder here. Civ, will I ever have group leaders like a council? Make having ABBA as a leader be great? Oh my god. Part of me is like, I do not want to see that. But then the other part of me is like, yeah, actually, let's do it. Get the YMCA in there. 3 presidents are arguing with each other, randomly showing up as the empire head when going into diplomacy. Can it be all of Mount Rushmore? Because I feel like that would absolutely work. I mean, part of me is like, why not build the Paradisia? Two science and a happiness. Oh, because that's a lake tile, not a river tile. You can build over these later. And it doesn't replace the farm. So I guess, sure. Continental Congress, also a good choice, yeah. I mean, I definitely approve of the idea. You know what, let's just schlorp. And rest. You're gonna schlorp and rest. $600 gold. The luscious scent of the Paradisia has dwindled of late. Oh, we just built it. Groundskeepers complained that visitors pick too much fruit from the leaves. 100 gold or more Paradisias. I'll take 100 gold. I guess. This town just builds everything instantly. It's kind of a problem right now. I mean, I guess a monument in here is not also a bad choice. It's all going to get steamrolled next turn anyway. A group of artisans presents ideas for the new decorative bas-reliefs. One design depicts the peaceful flora of the Paradisia. We should commit the stone to the beauty that offers respite from the harsh world. Councilors say a relief depicting the power of the Persian throne would be more appropriate. 300 happiness or 150 culture. We'll take the happiness. Then get some science buffs. Our policies are ridiculous. But should I just attack these guys? Under siege? They built walls on every one of their settlements. I guess she's being attacked by all the independents. Five turns to get that guy over there. Let's go up this way and pick up a little of that iron. If you split the Grand Canyon between two settlements, would they both get +2 science on all flat terrain? Like if I put a settlement here and just took that square, would all of this also get +2 science? So that's a little close, don't you think? So for a quick little level up there. Should be. It may work the same with the wonders in Civ 6. I mean, that's a hell of a good buff if that's the case. And honestly, I think that's probably the way to do things. Do I want this brickyard or not? I don't really know. I can't really decide. I think why not? are independent. $283. 10 turns. We'll see how it goes. This guy's going to get shot up a bunch, probably. I really got to use those coordinated attack abilities more often. It's pretty rare that I ever actually use them. Let's grab the wine here, because we can stick that in the Capitale. Oh, it's automatically stuck in there. This settlement is said to be defenseless, which is technically correct. The worst kind of correct. So I am going to just slap an archer inside of it. Builds over the Paradisia. Builds over the farm. I mean, I have this whole other army here. Why don't I start making some chariots for them? None of my cities have walls. And that feels like a bad idea. Sorry, none of my towns have walls. Oh, this is so many troops. I'm glad we only got one of these on the continent. Ambition finds a home in the hearts of the once scattered people of the places in between. A great scourge is amassed with an eye towards the settled world. A scourge that is not one strand, but many. Each an army led by commanders seeking their own chance at dominion, seeking a chance to claim the mantle of civilization or leave it shattered. With their arrival comes a fracturing of what peace remains in the land. The time has come to kill or be killed, to fight or perish, to seek, to catch the whirlwind in a net. 2 more crisis slots. Plus, -1 happiness in all cities for each commander level would be killer. So I have to take increased upkeep and -10 gold. 30 gold? That actually not that bad. This archer just about got shattered. Thankfully, our immortals are absolute G's. What's really funny is if I had been smart and dispersed this last turn. I don't know how you got a level up for that, but I'll take it. You killed them. You can kill that army commander. Maybe, maybe not. I feel like going for the archers is the way to go here, but maybe I should have actually just stayed defensive. The Immortals get us a free codex for killing, I guess, so many things. +5 healing in enemy and neutral territory. Delicious. There is a general up here, but he doesn't really have a guy. Technically, he could use this immortal. We'll see how we feel about that. Ooh, my general. All right, we're okay. We're okay. You're going to go there. You're going to go here. You're going to go here. Here and here. This is so much XP farming for me. These guys are just going to go back. No, I guess not. I guess let's, yeah, just start trying to make another army, I suppose. I mean, I'm making immortal in literally one turn. I'd love to drop this ballista where I am standing, but it won't let me. And I'm too scared that that archer is going to get dropped. There's another promo.
Brave, never boast.
As well as unit flanking. Take another +5 command. I'm curious whether or not those two +5 commands stack. Now, if I add you in here, can I then deploy you? Deploy you? Oh, you're out of movement. Near you mind. We'll just start moving down on this guy then. We can take a turn of healing. That guy can just scooch a little bit more down. Tier 3 ironworking, horsemen, phalanx, tier 3 immortals. I mean, at this point, mortals aren't just cheese, but the whole Cheesecake Factory. They're pretty stonky, that's for sure. What are we at? Turn 94%. Slurp and heal. Hit him, wipe him out, share out some XP on these guys. Happy to do so. There's another piece of iron, another +1 combat strength on all of our dudes. 1, 2, 3. 3 iron? That will be number 3. Oh no, this will be number 3. We actually don't have that one yet. I should probably be doing things like spending gold on things like brickyards, clay pits. It's one thing I've realized is I'm not actually spending my money in towns where it needs to be spent. Mine in a quarry. So like you guys also really desperately should have a brickyard. Farm, farm, farm. You're going to get salt as well here, which is going to be a mine. So a brickyard, yeah, has got to be done there. These guys have camps, double camp and a plantation, double plantation, triple plantation and a camp. But they pretty much have everything already. Those are both quarters. That's a quarter. That's a quarter. That's not. So throwing a Paradisia in there is a pretty decent choice. We shouldn't get any more spawns because the final event has happened. Oh, dust storm! Apparently it's bringing in a bunch of food. Delicious dust for us to eat. Thank you, Dusty Storm. We will be nourished by your dust and consume it greatly. Drink deep of the dust. My arena here is a happiness building that scales off of mountains and wonders. That's what I want to put in there. Happiness from other buildings. Oh. You'd actually scale off the villa, so that would work just as well. And would complete another quarter for the Paradisia. So I can just do that, and then happiness, happiness. You're going to assemble. You're going to go back home, back home. These guys really need to heal. Which hopefully they'll be able to do. Silent Storm, thank you for the follow, dude. Welcome to the agency. Come on in. We're doing a little Persia run. The Haboob. Haboob will travel. Such a fun word. It's a pretty funny one. Dude, this dust storm rules. This is the greatest dust storm of all time. 8 tiles have gained fertility from this dust storm. Now, am I also getting like absolutely pounded on my army here? Yes, but small price to pay. We're over the settlement camp, but we don't care about that. The town's got me a little bit confused there, but we're fortified. We're about to ramp up the age.
Should I pass you by and leave you lying there because of your war against us? Or should I set you up again because of your virtues?
No, we've only captured one different civ because I'm assuming that independent powers don't count here. Finally, I have time to play and about to start my first game. Recommended leader or civ? Honestly, whoever looks interesting to you is what I would say. Yeah, your first game, you're going to be stumbling through a lot of the mechanics anyway. And so, depending on what you want to go for, economic is all about building up your cities and exploring. Culture is all about exploring and building wonders. Military is pretty straightforward. And then science is all about becoming like a production powerhouse more than anything else. So if any of those particularly appeal to you. The Achaemenid Empire sprawls across the land, holding citizens of many backgrounds, beliefs, languages, and customs. Beneath the Persian banner is prosperity, a realm of grand architecture and endless treasure. Those who stand against Persia face only destruction. Yeah, let's go militaristic. Because if I take this 15% production with that 50% production I already have, garrison commanders reduce happiness penalties by an additional 10%. Commanders gain a free level. New commanders start with a free level. That's kind of nice. Units heal more. Ooh. I'm going to take the capture settlement bonus here right now. I don't think any of it really matters. And I do want to try to get mastery here, because if I can get Shah, which I doubt I can in 4%, but It would be really nice. Boy, it would be really nice. That would make a pretty huge difference for us. Two turns, and I get this city. Oh my god, Sintashita has also respawned, which I really did not think that they were going to do. That quickly. Pax Imperator. Gain an infantry unit in every settlement you conquered last age. I mean, that's nice, but I don't really necessarily feel like we need it. I'd have to capture 12. I'd have to capture 3 settlements in this turn, so I don't really think I'm going to worry too much about that. The scourge has ended and the world yet turns. The shape is unfamiliar. People displaced from their homelands make new homes where they've settled. Forever gone is a world of singular city and vast barbarian hinterlands. Now those city dwellers once looked down upon wear their own crowns, and tongues once thought unfit for capitals are spoken by monarchs. The ancient era has passed on to a time of interconnection, even though we've not remained untouched. As a wave of refugees and immigrants reshape who we are, what tongue we speak, and what stories we tell. Did anybody lose a single city? No. And we managed to sneak this out at the last second, which is kind of cool. Drop a fishing key down there. It's a little bit of cash we have left over. Hey, and if I build this, I'm now connected up there. You've got the horses. But I don't have those horses. 1, 2, 3. Damaged pasture. I think we get Mongols unlocked anyway, so... It's not the dust feeding your crops, it's the troops. Dark. I like it. This is such a different game than the other ones we've played, where we only have one city. All right, that's got to be the turn. Could look at my unlocks. Yeah, what's the fun of that, though? Ah! I was like, why are they shooting me? I thought the turn was over. Get out of here. Go on down. Scoot. What do we pick up? A militaristic, an expansionist, an economic, a scientific, a cultural, a diplomatic, and +2 settlement limits for fealty. So we did a little bit of everything, basically. Nobody completed everything. I was top for wonders, packs, great library, which is crazy as well. And I was second place for Silk Roads. Now, this being said, we don't know who the other, 4 factions are? 3 factions are? You've unlocked a customizable border. Oh, I can change my mementos. This is where we do it. Shawnee, Norman, Abbasid, Inca, Ming, and Mongolia. So I was thinking Mongolia. When you capture an opposing settlement, gain the strongest cavalry unit you can currently train, but we have a minus 50% production towards settlers. Basically, my plan is just go straight for Egypt. Gain 1 point towards non-sufficient orbits pass for controlled settlements in the distant lands and conquered settlements in the homelands. 30% production towards Erdene Zoo. We got Keshegs, 1 movement and heals 15 HP after defeating an enemy unit, counts as cavalry. So, I mean, oh, it's a ranged unit. Oh, that's fun. Unique army commander gets 50% flanking to cavalry units in the command radius. So all of our commanders would stay unique. The Ortho reduced movement to any Mongol unit at its location. Mongolian unique improvement ageless. So we could do that and then just chain together cavalry roads, basically. Total whiplash between Deity difficulty and Civ 7 and Era is kind of funny. Oh my god, isn't it? So different. So abbesses are really like defensive science. You can get the archers in the Great Wall, but I don't really feel like that's right. Can work mountain terrain. Oh, that's pretty cool. They get the 30% production towards Machu Picchu. Terraced farms, +6 food. Must be placed on rough terrain adjacent to a mountain. We did unlock Normans, which is our geographic choice. +1 movement where embarked and land units adjacent to coast. 30% production towards the White Tower. Chevalier gets 3 combat strengths against slow units. We get a unique settler. And then the Donjon, which is culture, free Chevalier units, and happiness. Yeah, no, I think this is pretty obvious that we're going Mongolia here. This is by far the correct choice for us. I would like to change my mementos because I don't need +3 sight anymore. +2 happiness per age for every cavalry unit seems like probably pretty busted, considering I'm going Mongolia. Right? Chevaliers are crazy and the Donjon is cool. Yeah, yeah. But I think that Mongolia is the right choice for us. And then I suppose we must get another bonus military thing.
Brace for a coming storm. One of horses, valor, and endless ambition. The Mongols ride forth.
The Mongols. In the steppe of Mongolia, Temujin, who would become Genghis Khan, united feuding clans and led them across the known world. The Mongols used not only their famed archers, but also debuted gunpowder on the battlefield. Internally, the empire was a tolerant state permitting freedom of religion, safe roads, and a passport. But with the Great Khan's passing, the Mongol horde splintered. Capital city of Parsa. Everything else is towns. Oh, interesting though. You do keep the population. It does look like the settlements did disappear. So I'm confused about this because I thought that they were meant to stay in between rounds. But I guess they just don't until they spawn in right away. Ever so curious. Well, I guess we should cut a video here because it's the perfect spot for it. But we'll continue on and do another one after. So thank you for joining us on the YouTube.